Hey everybody, quick video. I'm doing it in my truck. I'm not driving, but I want to discuss something real quick with you about something that, I was thinking about yesterday that took over my day and was a big topic in my life. And that is the sense of being overwhelmed and what it can do to, your stress levels, your health, your performance. It can really affect you. And it's something that yesterday I had a rough day. We had been gone all last week to the leadership retreat in Arizona, and at limited internet service. I was, very busy and involved in where we were at and what we were doing, and then I came back and it was, spend time with the family because we'd been gone, unpack, try to catch up, and then it was a race of all these things I have to do because I'm speaking at the San Antonio Super Saturday, so we're leaving today just in a couple hours, and I have this huge list of things to do, and then I have to be back because I am hosting the one on Sunday in Houston, and there's all these things that need to be done, and I just was having a rough day and I couldn't figure out what it was. I just wanted to go back to sleep. I cried a few times. I couldn't figure out why I cried. We had a discussion in my Team Relentless, group page, and on my Facebook, profile, I had posted, how I was feeling, and other people were, just talking about the same thing. And then we got into a discussion in our, elite group, and it all came down to that I was feeling overwhelmed. And, I was sitting there thinking that, wow, this is, my history, and this is something that I also even learned about whenever I went to the Franklin Covey seminar in Dallas last August, is that, people are on overload. They get so stressed out by all the things that they're responsible for, all the things that they, are obligated to do. And then it's just typical. You just shut down, and you go do something that's pleasurable, whether it's watch TV. For us, we just go to the lake. People turn to alcohol, do things that are very unproductive. And these are the things that I've found with coaches is that, learning something new, trying to wrap your head around the fact that you're a business owner, people are counting on you, and there's always something to learn, that it can cause a lot of overload. And I wanted to let any coach out there know that whether you are a new coach or whether you're a seasoned coach or whether you're a emerald coach or you're a star diamond coach, that we all go through this. And the only piece of advice I have for you to be able to manage this to the point that it doesn't affect your productivity permanently, and because the last thing we want you to do is quit, is that, to number one, just step back, take a breather. Number two, schedule times that are, rewards for you, things that you find pleasurable, whether it's a shopping trip, with your, best friend, or you're getting, manicures, pedicures, dinner date with your spouse, going to the lake for an afternoon like we do, going to the movie, whatever it is that you do, make sure that this is something that you regularly schedule for yourself, and that this is going to be something that's top priority. This isn't something you want to do every day, but this is something you want to do because we do need that time where we kind of de-stress and we, recharge and re-energize ourselves. And then, and also the biggest thing to me is stop being who I am, just taking on everything. If somebody in my team needed something, I would just stop what I was doing to do it for them because I wanted to help them out. I didn't want them to feel that they weren't important. There was coaches across the organization who would ask me questions, and, instead of telling them where it was to go find it, I would just do it for them because I wanted to be helpful. I didn't want to hurt anybody's feelings. And then in the end, I was, stressing myself out. I was stressing my family out in turn. I was becoming resentful and I was overwhelmed. I couldn't breathe. And this isn't something that I want you to do for yourself and, suffer like I have or like other people have by just simply not being able to say no. So, it never hurts to tell somebody no. If they're going to be upset about it, well, and that means that they don't value your time. They don't value you. They don't respect you. And those aren't the people that you really want to, bust your butt to please. And you're doing people in your team and in your downline a disservice if you are a yes man and you always are doing everything for them. You have to be able to learn to delegate, and you need to learn to to say no when it is going to affect you or keep you from your goals. That sounds selfish, but the thing is, if you are not getting your workout in, if you're not getting your personal development in, if you are not spending time with your family, if you're not getting caught up on the things that are very important just because you want to be nice, or you don't want to hurt people's feelings, or you want to be, Johnny on the spot, then, that is robbing yourself. And it is, in turn, if you get overwhelmed, you just shut down and you don't reach your goals, and you don't put the people that are important and the biggest priority in your life first, then overall in the long run it's going to create a major issue. So the biggest thing to me is that focus on yourself and figure out what your goals are, whether it be for your family, for your personal growth, for your Beachbody business, for your job if you are an employee, whatever it is, and then figure out what you can handle. Set aside time for each of the things that are important, whether it's just 1 hour uninterrupted with your family, and you turn your phone off, or you go outside and do something that your family enjoys, whether it's that you need to do personal development and you set a timer for 10 to 20 minutes and get that done, or whatever it is schedule it out. And then maybe I tell everyone to keep a journal of their food and of what they eat. And I've heard of people doing this when it comes to their spending. The same thing with your time, is write down for a full day what you spend your time doing. Yeah, that might be a little tedious for a day, but I think at the end of the day you'll realize that some of the time that you're spending is completely a waste of your time and unproductive. And it doesn't mean that you don't deserve some downtime, but if you're struggling to get the things done that are needed, paying bills, checking in on your challengers, doing your workouts, getting caught up on housework, whatever it is that is important and is necessary for you to reach your goals, to live a better, healthy, fulfilling life, then make sure that you get that done, and you make sure it's top priority, and cut out all the other stuff out there. And when it comes to coaching, especially if you're new coaches, don't try to learn everything all at once, because I got in and just jumped right in head first and didn't know anything about health or fitness, about Beachbody, and I still am not expert. And there's still times that I have to tell people on my team or my customers, I'm not sure, let me check that out. Somebody messaged me the other day wanting to know if they should eat lentils to be able to have their abs pop, and I just frankly said, I'm at leadership, I'm busy, and I'm sorry, but I'm not a nutritionist or a dietitian, and I don't know the answer to that. And that was an acceptable answer, but I wasn't going to stop what I was doing to do research for somebody when I was somewhere I needed to be, which would improve me as a coach. And I also said I don't know, and basically answered that. So I think people feel that they have to be perfectionists and know everything, and the answer is you don't. So unload some of the stuff that is not necessary and give yourself a break. And if it's only an hour you can spend on Beachbody, then make it an hour, and be happy with it. Because if that's all you can give, then that's great. Don't try to take it all in. Don't overwhelm yourself, because the last thing I want you to do is to shut down or quit because of this. Because all in all, this will provide a much brighter future for yourself and for your family. And if you, stay buckled down and pace yourself at whatever pace you can give and go at, then in the end, when you look back, you'll realize how thankful you are for staying on. So I hope some of this, helps you clarify how to simplify your life, and that also that you're not alone with how you're feeling. So have a great day.